Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack. Welcome to another top 5 video for Overwatch. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I did make a video that's similarly titled to this one, which is the top 5 most hated heroes in Overwatch. But what that video consists of, as the title suggests, is the top 5 most hated heroes in Overwatch that the community hated as a whole. The whole entire Overwatch community just does not like together. And while I did sprinkle some of my opinions in there, you kind of saw that I included heroes that I absolutely loved in that video. So it would be wrong for me just to make a top 5 of whatever without specifying, hey, this is what the community hates as a whole. But today's video is going to be a little bit different, and I won't do this normally, but today, as the title suggests, I am going to be listing my top 5 least favorite heroes in Overwatch. Me, myself, Bro You Whack, this is all my least favorite heroes in Overwatch. Now, the reason why I wanted to do this was just because I rarely do this with my top 5 or top 10 lists, but I thought it'd just be fun, it'd just be an awesome idea, and I've been feeling salty, so I kind of want to do it. So one last disclaimer before we get into the video. This is my own personal experience, whether it's gameplay-wise, whether it's just the character design, whether it's just, I straight up just don't like the hero, you know? Like, if I see the hero on my team or on the enemy team, and I literally just go like, really? That hero, really? More than likely, I don't enjoy that hero, and it's probably going to be on the list. So let's get right into it. Starting off our list at number 5 is going to be everybody's favorite Omnic, or maybe even least favorite Omnic. It's going to be the boy Bastion. So a little quick story. Once upon a time, there was a time that little Bro You Whack was actually a Bastion main. If you watched my video a while ago, I actually told a story of why I chose Bastion. But just to summarize it, it was just because he's an easy hero to just grasp onto and just to understand. Going into a game of Overwatch, a little Bro You Whack didn't know who to pick, and since there was like, golly, like 23 heroes, it was a lot to take in. But when I saw Bastion, I was like, okay, you shoot, you go to turf form, you shoot some more, and you heal. And it was simple. But the reason why I just moved on and I don't really play Bastion anymore is because, well, I hit level 15 and I started playing other heroes, but also because of the pirate ship method, the protect the president comp, whatever you want to call it, you guys know what it is. Pretty much, it's just a Bastion on a payload on Route 66, on Dorado, and you get a Reinhardt, you get an Orisa, you get a Mercy to just protect Bastion, and he just completely melts everybody. And the worst part about this, there's no way to take out the pirate ship method. Obviously, there are ways. You just gotta break the shield, discord the Bastion, hook him, just destroy Bastion because that's the main centerpiece of the comp. Yeah, see, when in competitive, no one wants to do that. Everyone just wants to die by Bastion. Now, obviously, I'm exaggerating here a little bit, but we've all been put in the situation where the enemy team is actually organized, well, mind blown, an organized team, and they actually protect Bastion, and it works. And you get completely steamrolled because, oh, well, now Bastion has his ultimate, he gets a 3-man, Zarya has his ult, and then they can just, you know, there's just all sorts of things that just go into the pirate ship method that just doesn't make it seem appealing, even though the loophole is there. Just no one is willing to work together to just exploit that loophole. That's literally the only reason why he's at number 5. I absolutely love the Omnic idea of how he goes rogue and he has a little birdie, but just gameplay wise, which is gonna be affecting this whole entire list. You know, my experience is gonna be completely different than your guys' experience because I play Soldier, I play Mei, and I play Zenyatta. Those are like my main, and Diva too. So those are my 4 main heroes that I love to play. And so of course, sometimes my counters are gonna be on this list. Bastion, he's just a counter for everyone, but he has so much counters to him, so I guess it's not too bad. So that's why he's number 5. Now, coming in at number 4, this is another gameplay experience of why I don't like this hero. It's gonna be Winston. I love the idea of him being a scientist, him being a gorilla or whatnot, and he has like a Tesla kit. It's just amazing, and he's a pretty balanced hero. Remember how I said my experience is going to be different than yours, how I always play Mei? The number 1 counter, at least for me, whenever I play Mei, is always going to be someone like Zarya or someone like Winston. Wanna know why? Because they can always tank my icicles to the face, but also, especially Winston, that big old bubble is gonna negate my freeze because they just have to go in or around the bubble to just get away from me. A lot of people like to think like, oh, Pharah or maybe like Reaper is a counter to Mei, and while that sometimes is the case, nah, my boys, whenever I see Winston, I know whenever I play Mei is not gonna work out, just because, well, first of all, he has the bubble, and then he has a jump pack ability that whenever he senses he's getting frozen, he can just jump on out of there, and then that negates that him getting frozen. You know, there's just so many things that whenever I'm playing Mei or whatnot, and I see that bubble, it's like, great. Everyone's gonna be inside that bubble. I'm not gonna be getting frozen, and everyone's gonna be yelling at me because I'm playing Mei. And somehow I walled them in spawn, even though I didn't. It just makes me sad, okay? So Winston, cool dude. Gameplay-wise, he makes me sad. He really does. And when he goes primal range, it also kind of scares me a little bit too. Now, the third spot might also surprise a lot of people, but also you might understand it, which is gonna be WIDOWMAKER. So again, I love the hero cast of Overwatch. If I didn't, like, I wouldn't like the game of Overwatch. And I'm gonna be saying this for a lot of these heroes. I love WIDOWMAKER. I really do. A lot of people might know why. It's because of her hair. She keeps it very clean and silky. It inspires me to keep my hair, okay? Like, moving on. Boy, if you don't. But another selling point of why I just do not like WIDOWMAKER is just on the sole idea of you never get a good WIDOWMAKER on your team. They're always throwing or just sitting in spawn. But whenever the enemy team has a WIDOWMAKER, they're god tier. They're focusing you. They're getting 6-mans. They're getting headshots for days. And of course, your team's not organized. Your team's getting tilted. And you're not wanting to focus the WIDOWMAKER. They're Kefri's sons. They're Kefri's daughters, so of course they're just going to be destroying you guys because they're on the enemy team. They're not playing with you, so of course they're going to be good. Obviously, that's an exaggeration, but I mean, is it too far from the truth? Let's be honest here. How many times have you had a good WIDOWMAKER on your team? Okay, maybe a few times. How many times have you had a bad WIDOWMAKER on your team? That's right, a billion times for I don't know how many games you play. Either way, that's like the main reason why. But also, one last thing that also doesn't feel good is just when you're walking out of spawn, you know, you're walking out of this castle in Eichenwald, you're playing McCree, boop! You're dropped. From WIDOWMAKER. She got a headshot because, hey, you didn't see her. She saw you. You were in her sights, and she just dropped you right there. You don't know what hit you in the head, but you know it was WIDOWMAKER. You don't know from where. It's just never a good feeling. Obviously, that's how WIDOWMAKER is supposed to be played, but just, it sucks just getting instantly dropped. Now we're getting into the good stuff. Number 2 is gonna be DOOMFIST. Now, that might surprise a lot of people. You know, I feel like DOOMFIST is one of those fan favorite heroes, even though I don't really see him a lot. But it's just for the sole purpose of just, like, his character is cool. It might be seen as boring when compared to these other heroes. You know, Winston's story is so extravagant since we know his story. He's a scientist who grew up on the moon and then he went to Overwatch and whatnot. You know, stories like that is just amazing. Even someone like Zarya, this weightlifting, like, hero of Russia, is now part of the Russian army. I'm pretty sure if my lore is correct. DOOMFIST, yeah, his story is cool. He's the leader of the Talon organization, but he was locked up in jail and he got out and he stole a DOOMFIST. I might just be arrogant by not thinking that story is cool, like, but he's not voiced by Terry Crews. Come on. Do I need to go on? Do I need to continue? Do you want me to continue? Okay, let me also say this, okay? You ever playing a hero, any kind of hero, you're just enjoying your time on a control map, and then you hear him going like, you're hearing him charge his DOOMFIST up, you don't know from where, and then similar to WIDOWMAKER, boom! You just get dropped, son. You get pummeled to the floor. You just got world started right there, boy. I hate how he just has to grunt every single time he's using his ability. It's just annoying just always having to hear it. Yes, that might be good because you're able to just identify where he's at. 5 times out of 10 times, you're probably not gonna because he's either in the sky, on the left side, and then once you see him, nope, you're done, buddy. You already got slammed into the wall and you got dropped. It's just one of those things. It's like, all those things just make it so that he's just not enjoyable to face, and when playing, it's, I don't know, my boys, I don't know. But that's the number 2 spot. I think you know who the number 1 spot is. I'm rubbing my hands like Birdman right now because if you've been watching Bro You Whack for a while, if you follow me on YouTube, on Twitch, on Twitter, on my Pornhub, on my campaign to run for president 2055 or whatever the next presidential campaign is gonna be, you should know that your boy, Bro You Whack, absolutely hates HANZO. Most of the hero cast I enjoy. I mentioned with BASTION, with Winston, I love the characters. In fact, I even someone like playing them, and they're not that hard to go against. Going against HANZO, playing with HANZO, just dealing with HANZO is one of the biggest reasons of why I just do not like HANZO. I could make a 2-hour documentary of me just roasting HANZO. Obviously, I would like the video, but you're not here just to hear me just roast about HANZO. So, what are all the reasons of why I don't like HANZO other than just me just saying, oh, I don't like HANZO? It's similar to WIDOWMAKER, but especially with HANZO, HANZO is pretty much like the go-to hero when someone's just throwing the game, frustrated with a team when they're not getting enough heals. That used to be Torbjorn, but you can at least do decent with Torbjorn because you have a turret that's going to be firing for you. With Hanzo, even if they try, I'm using big ol' air quotes, try, they're going to miss 10 times out of 10. Oh, but as soon as the enemy team gets a Hanzo, they're dropping you like flies, getting headshots for days, scattering arrow you. Oh my, scatter arrow. I don't even need to explain. Scatter arrow, please, Daddy Jeff, please remove it soon. And you're going to get Dragon Striked to death. So that's also never a good thing because, again, you have a bad old Hanzo on your team, but they have like some Kefri cousins playing Hanzo. And also, he kind of like runs funny. It somewhat like annoys me. Like, he's like kind of Naruto running, but he's not fully committing. Like, he's like a closet weeb. Like, Moira and Genji full on weebs, they embrace it. Hanzo, like, you have a Crunchyroll subscription, all right? You've had it for 3 years. Just embrace your weeb side. It's okay. Naruto run like everybody else. But anyway, you guys know what my least favorite hero is. Obviously Hanzo, and this is a list of my top 5 least favorite heroes. For a majority of the hero cast, I love them. I just wanted to just get that point across. I love Winston. I love Bastion. But, you know, some heroes I'm not fond of, and why I don't like playing them and why I don't like going against them. And I thought it'd just be an excellent video. But I do want to hear who your least favorite hero is. I'm pretty sure I asked that in the last video, but I want to hear what your all-time least favorite hero is. If you're a Genji main, it's probably Winston. If you're a Diva, it's probably Zarya. You know, we're all going to have our least favorite heroes, or maybe it's going to be Mei. And I probably offended a lot of people, but I'm a freaking Mei main, so I can roast a few mains and heroes here and there, especially with Hanzo. So, anyway guys, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, this is just a video for fun. Try not to take it too serious, except if you're a Hanzo main. If you're a Hanzo main, I'm going to come and I'm going to steal your Oreos, even if they're stale. I don't want you to have them. I love you guys, and bye.